Hey guys, welcome back to Battenberry and Bassin with Josh, and today I thought I'd do something a little bit different that we can start doing. I'm going to start doing ESPN fantasy football and breaking down a lot of the things that we're doing. So this is week 6 of college and NFL fantasy football. Guys, so welcome on. Here's my 3 fantasy football leagues. So we're going to kind of do a little bit of a breakdown. First, I'm going to do this. So I haven't been doing as good, but this one I've been doing pretty good. I've been dominating a little bit. I'll go 2 and 3 after this. So will my opponent. Justin Herbert did not do as I planned him to do right here. He got a touchdown or two, but he did not do good. Only 166 passing yards. But that's what we're not up here for. We're going to come over here to the games. Let's do the pigskin pick'em first. Let's do this. Alright, so I've done 4 entries. Each one has not been the same pick, so I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to break down the picks that I'm going to do for week 6. So the first one I picked was the Broncos over the Jets. The Broncos have been doing pretty decent, and the Jets are 0-5. The Broncos are favored by 209 points. That is kind of a no-brainer right there. Here's the second one. I picked the Colts over the Cardinals. Colts are doing pretty good. They just beat the Raiders 40-9 about an hour ago. So let's see, let's keep on going. Chargers, they've been doing pretty good. Dolphins, never been good since the 1980s. Steelers, I picked Steelers over Browns. They've been doing pretty good this season. They're 3-1. They're favored by 280 points, so I just went ahead and picked them. Cowboys over the Panthers, that is another no-brainer. Cowboys beat the Panthers last year by a good amount. So I put the Cowboys up there. 88% of people picked them. Here we go. The Seahawks. This is kind of a bold move right here. The Seahawks were favored or not favored to win. The Jaguars are favored to win by 120 points, but I kind of had faith in the Seahawks, so I'm thinking about them. The Rams, I picked the Ravens to win this one. I know the Rams have been doing pretty good this season, but the Ravens defense will probably stop their pass protection right here, or have good pass protection this game. The Patriots, I think the Patriots are going to win this game because Saints, they haven't been good in a while. They have not had the run game and the O-line that they should, so I just picked Patriots right there. The Raiders put over the Titans. That was another no-brainer. Brock Bowers, as long as he's still in that game, because I saw this morning that he was out before the game, so he couldn't pick up any points. But the Raiders have been good, except for the time that they just played the Colts. But their favorite, it doesn't have how much we're favored by, but they're favored by a good amount. 49ers over Buccaneers, I put Buccaneers to win. They're favored by 125 points, and 77% of people picked them, so I just went along with that. A few more left, guys. I put the Packers over the Bengals for 76%, and they're favored by 145 points. I put the Lions over, even though they are predicted to lose to the Chiefs. The Chiefs have not had the season that they have wanted. That would be a game to watch, though. The Bills, this is an absolute no-brainer. no matter what you say to me about the Falcons, the Bills will probably dominate them. They're undefeated right now, so the Falcons would be basically an easy game. The Commanders, I've predicted them to beat the Bears. That is going to be a great game for Jayden Daniels kind of get back in his groove after the injury. And last but not least, Eagles versus Giants. That would be the last but not least no-brainer. I went and switched the points. I moved it up and down. So I came up there, and how many points will be scored in Bears versus Commanders? I just kind of picked a round number. Okay, let's see. Let's come back up here. College Pick'em. Let's see. ESPN Fan 1. I have not been doing good. So, Week 6. Let's look at games from Week 6. So, Iowa State when Cincinnati upset Iowa State. So, that was Cincinnati was only picked by 11 people. That was really lucky for the people who picked them. Kansas State Wildcats lost to the Baylor Bears. I went and got that one correct. I just didn't really think that Alabama was going to pull it off this year. So I put Vanderbilt. But, of course, Alabama, when it came out, they have been on a roll. Oh, look at that. The Florida Gators upset the Texas Longhorns. The Florida Gators aren't even ranked, and Texas Longhorns lost to them by a staggering 8 points. Washington Huskies outdid the Maryland Terrapins. I thought this was going to be a high-scoring game from the Washington Huskies, but they did not pull up their end. 24-20. Here's the Virginia Cavaliers versus the Louisville Cardinals. It was 30-27 game. The Louisville Cardinals were favored to win that game, but I went ahead and picked the Cavaliers just because they were ranked that game. I picked the UNLV Rebels. I didn't really know who that was until right now, but I saw they were favored by a good bit, so I went ahead and picked them. Miami Hurricanes versus Florida State Seminoles. That was kind of you can tell that Miami's probably going to win it. They're favored by 145 points. 78% of people picked them, and they're ranked number 3 versus the number 18 Florida State Seminoles. Then again, Georgia lost when they're number 6 to number 14 Alabama. But let's see who win this matchup. I got it wrong. Kansas State upset UCF Knights and the Duke Blue Devils. I didn't know much about how good the California Golden Bears. I should pick my home team, Duke Blue Devils, but I was trying to keep it honest. Tiebreaker final, I put 82 points. But last game it was kind of a high-scoring game, but this game was more closer than we thought. So let's come to Week 7. I done picked out this one. Alabama won. Or I'm picking Alabama win right here against Missouri Tigers. Another good game to watch. Oregon Ducks versus the Indiana Hoosiers. I would love for Oregon to be upset this game, but I am picking Oregon to win. Oklahoma Sooners, that would be a really good game. Is Texas even ranked anymore after losing in Florida? I'm not sure, but I think Oklahoma's going to beat them out. TCU Horned Frogs Kansas State Wildcats. 92% people picked the TCU Horned Frogs to win this matchup, so I just went with TCU. Alright, let's go. Iowa State Cyclones. I picked them to win over the Colorado Buffaloes. 68% people. This will be a good game. Watch Nebraska Cornhuskers versus the Maryland Terrapins. I picked Nebraska. I think Maryland might be able to upset them. Here's a good one. Here's my home team versus the Auburn Tigers, the longest rivalry in the South, as they call it. It's been going on for over 100 years. So number 10 Georgia. I picked Georgia to beat Auburn this week, and then number 15 Michigan Wolverines over USC Trojans. I picked them to win that game, and for BYU to beat the Arizona Wildcats. This will be a really good game right here. Arizona State Sun Devils versus the Utah Utes. So I think that Arizona will beat out the Utes. I'm only saying that because Utah has not been performing at its great past little bit as they have the many years that they've been playing. So I've picked Arizona State Sun Devils. And how many points will be scored in Oregon versus Indiana? I'm going to go with 36. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to Bat and Birdie and Bassing with Josh. See y'all later.